Hello everyone, how are you? It is Laurie and I am here to do your daily message for you. For my lovely Libras, cross-watchers, channel fans, anyone who comes across this message and it resonates for you. Hope all of you are happy, healthy, and having some fun. Life is meant to be an adventure. I hope you're making it something interesting. Let's start by rolling the zodiac sign dice today. All right, you have just rolled very strong Scorpio and Cancer. Those are both water signs, very strong, deep emotional desire for change. You also have Virgo up top, so you are thinking about others, and you have Aquarius on the bottom. Yeah, you're contemplating something here. You want to make a change. Something is not making you happy, and you're ready. Or maybe it is making you happy and you're ready for the next step. Whatever it is, you're ready for a change. All right, let's go ahead and get into your tarot message here and see what is going to come out. Your overall energy for this reading is the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Coins, or the Queen of Laurels, as this card says. And this is the Heavenly Bloom tarot deck. Oh, goodness. Self-worth, self-esteem, confidence, security, stability, all within yourself. And I feel like you've created this for yourself. You've done something unique, a little bit different maybe, to find your personal stability. I feel like you're ready to hand something off to someone else. That's kind of different. Passing the reins in a way, but maybe just letting somebody else take responsibility for their own stuff. Okay, this is unique. Definitely a little bit different here. Let's go ahead and see what else is going to pop up. Well, somebody's being called to attention here. All right. Definitely been called to attention. Sorry about that. If your name is Gail, maybe that is a call for you to pay attention. Spirit trying to reach you. I'm hearing Gail. All right, Strength card here is your challenge or obstacle, courage, bravery, confidence, and not necessarily your own. I'm hearing you want to pass the reins to somebody. You want to, and they just don't feel confident. You're trying to show them that they are, that they have everything that they need. All right, so if that's not for you, if you are not dealing with somebody else here and this is all about you, your sense of character, who you are, may be right now very intense. Okay, you're very confident, you're very capable, you're self-assured, you're a go-getter, you're feeling like you want to make a change here, and maybe that energy is just a little intense for the people around you. It doesn't mean you need to change anything. It just may be how people are perceiving you as intense. So that might be a little bit of an obstacle for you to achieve what you're trying to achieve. There might be more success or better results if you were able to I'm hearing a couple things. Either hear and see this from somebody else's perspective, how other people might be perceiving this, or by toning it down a touch, pulling back your energy just a little bit, not to people please, but because your energy is so potent right now. It's just really, really intense. And some people get intimidated by that powerful energy. They can't, you walk into the room and you're just a bright light, and some people are intimidated by that. Doesn't mean you should dim your light for others, but focus on what your end result is here. All right. Here you are, the King of Swords. This is what's on your mind. You're thinking things through. There is an element of being very intense. Very, very intense. Doing things your own unique way. This is a female king represented here in this card. So it could be your divine feminine energies, whether you're male or female, are coming out very strongly. And it may be too intimidating for some people. There is an element of cool distance. An air of aloofness, like you're trying to stay above a situation here. I'm getting you don't want to get your hands dirty with something. Interesting energy. But you're thinking clearly. You're looking at things from many different aspects. You're definitely getting a unique perspective here, or giving a unique perspective. Now, this King of Swords has a lot of gold around the throne, coming up out of the earth. There could be something of, I just heard the word panache. So somebody may be thinking you're overblown. Maybe you are thinking like something you're hearing or dealing with, or even, I am hearing maybe even the way you're acting is coming off. I don't think you're thinking you're better than anyone else, but that may be how other people are seeing it. And I don't know what's creating that energy other than your, or that thought from other people. It's just your energy is so intense right now. And again, that's not a bad thing. However, people can be intimidated by intense energy. You are thinking clearly, and you're definitely putting a unique twist on something here. I feel like you want to sit back and give somebody else the reins. I keep hearing that. Pass this on to somebody else, or make them, not make them, but show them that they can handle something on their own. I'm getting I'm hearing different messages of maybe a parent trying to show a child that they're capable of doing something. Or a co-worker showing another worker, you've done this long enough, you've trained on this long enough, now it's time to go do this. And they may be saying, no, I'm not ready yet. I'm also getting too that if you are at work and you're focused on doing something here, you've got your own responsibilities. I'm getting that somebody else just is not taking on what they should be doing, and your energy is, I want to move on, I'm ready to move on, you're capable of doing this, and it's feeling very intense. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have coming out next. What is the foundation here? The Ace of Cups. Yes, newness. Okay, newness, but there is some element of compassion. You are trying to be compassionate. You're trying to be cautious and careful how you address this with this person or this situation. Again, you're bringing a unique approach here. You come at things differently than most people do. And this, again, can cause intense feelings, emotions. Even, like, I'm getting almost that you're triggering somebody here. And it's not your intention to do that. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just how somebody else is perceiving the situation. Yeah, like they are not dealing with their own stuff is what I'm hearing. Let's see what the immediate future is here. I mean, you're doing everything you can to be caring and compassionate, allowing time, allowing growth. You're following your instincts. The Ace of Wands. Look at this. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. Ace of Wands is your immediate future. A new focus, a new desire. Something is going down the drain. You may let, like, if this person that you are trying to say, hey, you need to take responsibility for your own work. You need to start doing these things on your own. I have my own responsibilities. You may just put it that way to them and say, okay, I'm here if you really need me, but I have to focus my attention on my own work, on my own life, on my own situations. It's, I'll be here to answer questions, but I'm not going to do this for you anymore. Okay? I really strongly am getting a message of somebody else needs to take responsibility for what they're supposed to be. It's not like you're passing something off on someone. This is something they're supposed to be doing, dealing with, handling, and they're not doing it. And you've given them plenty of time here to learn it, to practice it, to do it. You've been by their side. You've guided them. You've physically or, shown them how to do this. You've got the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck, so I'm not going to worry about this. I feel like it's going to happen. But there is a little bit of sternness, of... I keep hearing a certain word with the King of Swords, and then it slips away before I can get it out to you. Now I'm hearing conciseness. It's not calculated. It's out. If it comes back to me, I'll share it with you. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here as the past influences on this situation. This is completely different. Usually I read, this is about you and how you're handling someone else or another situation. Yeah, see, somebody's new. Somebody just doesn't have the experience. And you know what? They may be a bit of a hothead or an emotional person. And I don't like to say that anyone's overly sensitive, because we all have to deal with our emotions. And all emotions should be dealt with. But when somebody's new or somebody's been through a difficult time, and that's what I feel like here, somebody's been through something traumatic, and maybe you don't know that. Or maybe if you do, you've been very compassionate. But it's like, I keep hearing now or never. Either they're going to get this and be able to do it, or they're not. So if this is a job, you may have to just say it this way. Okay, I am feeling, I'm seeing the hole. If you look here, there's a huge gaping hole below in the ground of the Ace of Wands card here. And there's water flowing into it. There's things dropping into it. Gold is dropping into it. It feels like it's, it's become a money pit almost, like a time sucker, an energy sucker, a drain. And it may be time to say, stand up and take care of it on your own, or we've got to do something different here. Which may mean if you're working with somebody, you may need to go to someone outside of, who does the hiring and firing at the business and say, I've done what I can to help them. I've held their hand, whatever. And then leave it up to someone else. Now, I'm also hearing here, too, that this could be, again, a child or a romantic partner where you've given them many opportunities. You've told them, you've shown them, you've worked with them, and nothing is changing here. In the immediate future, a new focus, a new direction. And I'm if you notice this card, it's a female here in the background. It could be a male, I guess. But we can't see the irises or the pupils of the eyes. All we see is the white of the eyes, which makes me think of the High Priestess, where she is kind of seeing how things are going to go and trusting her instincts here. And, if you're in a situation, a relationship where you've been trying to help somebody along, sometimes if it becomes too much of a drain on you and you're not capable of living your life to semblance of normalcy, let alone excellence, or, being able to exceed and be abundant and feel good, it's time to cut the cord. It may be time to set this situation, this person free. All right, let's go ahead and see how you view yourself handling this. Yeah, this is a bit challenging, but I think you're handling it just fine. You've done everything that you can do to deal with this. Now it's up to the other person. And there's nothing else you can do. I mean, really, if you were to continue to hold this person's hand, that's what you'd be doing. The rest of the time, you'd be holding their hand and doing it for them. They would not mature. They would not grow at work or as a child into an adult, as a romantic partner, into being a responsible, healthy, balanced partner in a relationship. It would grow very stagnant and very old very quickly, no matter what the situation is. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here. This wanted to come out, the Seven of Wands, so boundaries. Let's see what we actually get here. The World, see? We've got to close the door. We've got to set things free. We've got to finish things, tie it off, end it, transformation. And see, again, there's that Scorpio and Cancer energy. You have a deep desire to create happiness, to be there for someone. You have deep emotions about this situation, but it's time for the change. Something has to give here, and it can't be you, because you've been giving and giving and giving. And what I'm saying is, when I say something needs to give, something needs to change. The door needs to be closed on this. And I see you here. You're saying, okay, let's wrap this up. It's a done deal. We've either grown and handled it, or we're moving on. And for quite a few of you, I'm getting that whatever the situation is, it's time to just say it's time to go on. You may be cutting the cord here, letting, this person go. All right. Doesn't mean you don't care. Doesn't mean you won't be there for that person if it's a child. It just means that you're not taking responsibility for their actions, their life. It's time for them to grow up and take care of it themselves. And if this is a romantic partner or a friend, same thing. You can't be mommy or daddy to your partner. That's not right. Okay. It's not what you're seeking either. Your environment is the Ace of Pentacles, a new start. So there will be something new here. I do feel like only a few, I'm hearing only a few people that you're dealing with are going to step up and take care of what needs to be done. But there will be a new beginning here. So either they step up and it's a new, fresh, healthier, more stable beginning, or you've closed the door on it and you're moving into a fresh, new cycle. Freer, less stress, less responsibility for other people. This feels good. I mean, it feels good no matter which way it goes. It feels good. Your environment is supportive. And obviously, the divine is here. You've got 3 aces in this reading. 3 aces are like a big deal in one reading, because the divine is active in each one of those aces. All right, let's see what else we have. What's going on behind the scenes, subconsciously, what you don't know, or maybe you feel it and you do know it, just haven't been able to bring it out into the forefront yet. Let's see what's going to come out here. Definitely an interesting reading. If you know what this is about, if it's resonating with you, please go ahead and tickle tap, booper zap that like button, claim it in the comments. If you could do that for me, as these messages come free to you every single day, That would actually help me because it gets these messages out to more and more people. Every time you hit that like button, every comment that you leave helps me get these messages out to more and more people. All right, so in the subconscious or the unknown, the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, something that has been taking its time is coming in to bring balance. You may not see it coming. Oh, you've got the Four of Pentacles here. 4 Pentacles all together with that Ace of Pentacles, the Knight, and the 2. Interesting energy here. Oh, boy. See, I'm with this Knight of Pentacles. There's fire in the sky back there. Okay, it's just fire in the sky. So what I'm hearing is smoke and drama, but it's causing something to break free, and it's that fresh start. Okay, so something that's been kind of stuck, that the situation that you've been in is about to be balanced. It's about to be broken free and balanced, and maybe you don't see it coming yet. Maybe you just don't know it, and there could be some drama around this. I do feel like there could very well be some drama from the other person. Smoke. It's just smoke. And what do they call it? Smoke and mirrors, gaslighting. They may say things that are not right, not true. I think you've got enough self-confidence here, enough sense of who you are that it's not going to really faze you. But if you start hearing these things, remind yourself that's just them not wanting to take responsibility for their own actions. They're trying to put it off on you. And don't take that. That's not your responsibility. So it is coming. The change is coming. The balance is going to be restored. All right, let's see what the most likely outcome is going to be. Remember, that was in the hidden realm, the subconscious. You may even feel like the drama, there will be some drama. Just remember to keep your equilibrium. Most likely outcome here. If you are new here, by the way, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. If you found something that made sense to you, or you just enjoyed listening to this message, I hope that you will consider subscribing to the channel. We have an awesome community here, and I'm inviting you personally to join us. All right. Let's see what we have as your outcome. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this really does feel like it's a situation at work. You will be recognized for your efforts. Okay, so all the efforts you put in, it may pay off for a few of you. As far as this person does stand up, does take responsibility and action, and accountability for their own responsibilities. No matter what here, though, look at the green of the Queen of Pentacles to start, and the green all around this Eight of Pentacles here, which is you. If you notice, it looks like the person in the Eight of Pentacles, they're working on creating something here, but she is definitely looking to someone here in the future. So it's not like you are done here. I'm getting that this could be that person. It could be a new person coming in here. It could be some sort of information that you will receive. But with the Eight of Pentacles, things work out. Your efforts will be recognized. You have the ability to improve on your own skills and talents here. Look, the Star card is on the bottom of the deck, which tells me there will be healing, hope for the future. Now we've got the King of Wands. The Nine of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles. And the Fool. All right, so in this particular situation, you are going to be recognized for something here. Even this person may say to you, I'm getting some are going to try to gaslight you and try to blame you for the situation, but it's not your situation. I think that you're good. Keep your equilibrium here. But I do feel like some people may actually be like, you're right. It is my responsibility. I will have to figure this out and work on it. Now, even though somebody does step up, it still may not be enough. And I'm getting that that's the work situation. They may need to go back for training. They may need to go back to school for more information. I don't know. I feel like they're going to have to do something. Some of them will have to do something more. All right, so that is an interesting message right there. Let's go ahead and see what we have for oracle messages. Let's go ahead and start here with the Sacred Forest. Definitely a different reading. A unique situation. There's a lot of strength of character coming from you. A lot of compassion. A lot of intelligence. And I really do feel, for the most part, that whoever you're dealing with here, it really does feel like a just immaturity, a lack of understanding, like they're almost afraid to take responsibility. Like they just don't have the confidence. And again, I'm getting that they may have been through a traumatic situation that's creating that self-doubt within them, but you can only do so much to help that person. So they may need to go and get counseling. They may need to go and retrain their brain so that they're not in a negative energy all the time. That they can feel more confident. So maybe they are in need of doing something that will show them little things that they accomplish and start building from there. All right, let's go ahead and see what the oracle message is here. Daffodil, you just got this yesterday. New beginnings, 10. Okay, closing the door on something. This is like the World card here. Definitely a new beginning. Anytime you have the World card, that's ending. And then you've got the Ace of Pentacles right here, which is a new beginning. Daffodils, springtime, refreshing energy here. Yeah, look, after the Spirit of the Guardian of Winter, the Retreat, which is card 38, which is 11. So see, there's an opportunity to move past this situation and have the new beginning for yourself and for this person. It is going to be a new beginning, no matter what. All right, let's get you a Queen of the Oracle, or Queen of the Moon Oracle card here. Wow, that came right out. Change, card 35. And it doesn't look like it's going to be easy. It looks like it's going to be maybe a little chaotic for a little while, electrifying. There is deep emotion here to move, to change on your part. That Scorpio energy with that Cancer energy. This is the Thunder Moon, it says. All right, since this deck is new for me, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it says in the book here. It says to accept change. Life, like the seasons, is about to change. Take advantage of change of energy. Go ahead, plan ahead. It says here, seasonally, there are times of the year that have at their very essence a profound sense of change. Usually the shoulder seasons of autumn and spring. And you have spring here with the daffodils, the new beginnings. All right. It is at these times of year that we can feel more easily the shift between one season and another. And we are in the springtime. All right. So let's see what it says here. Is there something about the spring? Okay, it says here, in autumn, the nights grow longer and there is a chill when darkness falls that wasn't there just weeks before. And that's the card that was on the bottom of the deck. I must have shuffled. Or it was the other deck. Anyways, the breeze that blows is no longer balmy. The birds we have been watching all summer seem to have packed up and left, and in their place, new species appear to strut their stuff. We begin to dress with more layers, and we may even hunger for different foods. All these are signals of change. In the spring, it's all about waking up and warming up, and the opposite happens. All these are signals of change right here. This moon shines down upon the winds of change, the clearing storms, the electric crackle of lightning, and the boom of thunder echoing across the valleys. There is great energy to be channeled in such a time and to be focused toward righting changes with joy and with ease. All right, so the gemstone associated with this particular energy is the serpentine, which that is the green, the darker green, not the aventurine, but the serpentine. That's this one here. All right, so we'll leave that out. All right, let's get you. Oh, what your soul wants you to know. Oracle message here. So the change is coming. It is coming, and if you embrace it and realize that you can only go do so much to help somebody, that you are going to maintain your equilibrium, your sense of self. Yeah, don't take on somebody else's actions or responsibilities. Gratitude. This is a glorious time to be alive, and I am so grateful, is what your card says. Absolutely. You have an attitude of gratitude here. You understand the need for that. All right, let's go ahead and see what challenges might be coming up here. Let's see what challenges might be out here for you. All right, Peacock, beware of great pride. And I'm getting that that's the other person's pride. It may be hurt. It may be what causes some gaslighting. They may actually even be acting as if they are more capable of doing what they are, that they think that they are more capable of than they really are. And this is where you've been helping them, holding their hand, kind of showing them the way, but they're not getting it. All right, Camel, persevere and you will overcome any problems. We've got the Rooster, which says an arrogant, boastful person. All right, so they may be somebody that you're dealing with here. The Wreath, sorrow over a loss. Yeah, sometimes we just have to cut our losses. Cut the cord and go. Flute, disappointment in a friend or a lover. It says a friend or a lover. So I really do feel this is external to you, that this is not you personally being the one that's failing here, not stepping up. I feel like somebody you're dealing with is. All right, let's go ahead and see what blessings are going to come in here for you. Let's focus on the good. Let's see what we can bring in here for you. All right, you've got Butterfly. It says a change for the better. So that's good, a transformation. All right, Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something that you did in the past. So I feel like whatever you've been dealing with has been a money drain. Okay, it's just been challenging and it's just been sucking your energy, your money, or whatever. And now, you know, it's coming back around to you to get back what you've lost. All right, heart, love, deep affection, and caring. There's the compassion that kept coming out with the Ace of Cups. So I do feel like there could be a renewal of those deep feelings from those people who do successfully step up, see their responsibility, their need to be more adult, more mature, handle the relationship or situation or work better. The Bell. Oh, an announcement. Interesting. An announcement. And I'm getting a formal announcement here. It could be I'm getting, it has to do with you, a promotion possibly, the recognition. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like more money. It could be a bonus, something else coming in here because of what you're doing, what you're focusing on. Now that you don't have to take care of this, you are able to focus on what you're supposed to be doing. And I'm hearing there may be some benefit coming from that, from you being able to focus back there. All right, an owl here. Good advice from a wise person. So you're receiving some good advice right now to not take on anybody else's responsibilities. There could be Olivia, somebody named Olivia, Olive, Gracie. Around you, somebody giving you some sort of information. So like you may hear from somebody saying, okay, you've done everything you can, go ahead, cut the cord. Cut this person loose, cut this situation loose. I just heard that if you're involved with a romantic person and you've given it every effort, you've talked to them, you've shown them, and now you're saying, look, we've worked on this and it's not improved. I think it's time. And before you can say it, they're going to say, oh, I've got a job offer in another state. I'm going to take that. So they may try to save face by dumping you, by telling you, I've got to go somewhere else or whatever. Okay, so just let it be. Don't take it personally. Keep your equilibrium. All right, is there something of importance here month-wise? Maybe a birth date of this person or when this may be happening? What a different reading. And it's like I keep wanting to stop and Spirit's like, nope, we need a little bit more information here. So that's why I continue. That's why I'm continuing here today. We've got June. And look, we've got another angel here. Divine energy. There you go. There's your confirmation coming through again. I'm telling you. All right. Oh, goodness. Speaking of, let's get you your angel number. All right, June, the month of June, the name June, another angel, Angelo, Louis, Louise, Jennifer, 0440, the gut feeling. Trust it, okay? Trust your intuition here. Again, that Ace of Wands where her eyes are like clouded over and we don't see anything but the whites. Trust your intuition here. All right, there might be some betrayal, pessimism here from this person. Yeah. They may feel like you're abandoning them, but you're not, okay? All right, let's see what else we have here. You see the value. You've got insight into the situation. Your heightened perception, all right? There is love here, and there is a need for monogamy. So again, it could be that you've taken somebody back after they have strayed or done something that wasn't right, that was immature, that was irresponsible, and you've put in every effort. You've helped them, you've offered your heart, and yet it's not changing. It's not getting better. So follow your gut. It is more than just a feeling. It is spirit trying to guide you. It's your guardian angels trying to protect you. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. If it's not working, it's time to just say it's not working. Remember, you too must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or else karma will bite you in the butt. It says something else, but that's okay. And we do have 3 as a crowd here. So I do feel like the person that you're dealing with may have cheated. They may have stepped outside the boundaries, okay? All right. What else have we got for you today? Your spirit animal card. Let's see what we have here with your spirit animal message. You have the Huron, patience. Create a place in nature stillness so that you can be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience is what will bring you the rewards. And I'm being called to show you the Queen of Pentacles card, which is your overall energy, your opening card for this message. She is in nature, okay? So she is definitely out in nature, sitting confidently, calmly. She's also holding that Ace of Pentacles. And here's the new one. See, it's like you've offered this up to somebody, and you're like, come on, you need to do this. You need to take responsibility. You need to step up, and they're just not doing it. And you've been more than patient with this person. I am hearing that. You've been more than patient. All right. Last card, the Whispers of Love. At least I think it's the last one. Spirit keeps calling me to get you more. Appreciate this moment, because every situation is an opportunity to grow and to find love. Card 33. So you've done what you can. You've given this person every opportunity. You do see the heart energy, the love in every situation. And you've offered that. You've offered that up to this person. There's nothing else you can do. Now it's time for you to be kind to yourself, and understand, sometimes we just got to let things go. All right, it says here, challenging circumstances rarely make sense at the time. It is important to face what is happening so that we can learn the lesson from it. You can ask the angels to show you what is important in this very moment. Learn how to be. Try sitting in silence for a few minutes every day. This will help you become conscious of your feelings. Take in the world around you. Instead of rushing through your day, tune into the sights and sounds around you. It is important to practice being in the moment. Turn off your mobile phone and find ways to be engaged in whatever is happening instead of looking for an escape. And I feel like this is what maybe you need to be saying to your person that you're trying to deal with. Maybe they need to hear this. Become aware of your thinking. Take note of what you might be worrying about, and then bring yourself back to the moment and focus your attention on the present. In this card, we see a maiden wearing a crown of seashells as she gazes into a conch shell filled with a beautiful image. The seashells represent creativity, imagination, and shared emotions. A conch shell is blown to begin special events or announce something. All right, you've got that bell. So here again, there's going to be words. You're going to be receiving information, hearing an announcement, a declaration. It feels formal. All right, this may indicate that you are about to receive good news or a new beginning. And it says new beginnings right here in your other card with the daffodil fairy. All right. You do not need to do anything other than have gratitude, which is over here, for what is in front of you right now. I love how Spirit just tied all of this message together to give you confirmation that you are doing the right thing, that you have the confidence, stability, and that you've done everything that you can. You've come at this from the right angle. You've approached this the right way. I absolutely love that. And I want to point out 0440 is 8. Okay. You've got card 35 up here, which is 8. And 8s are, and the strength card is an 8. You've got the 8 of Pentacles. All of those 8s talk about how you are finding the balance within yourself. Okay. There is a need to maintain, to find and keep that balance within yourself while trying to go through this situation. All right, we're going to roll 2-letter dice. Let's see what we've got. Emily, Dahlia, Dale, Melanie, Sam, Melissa, I'm hearing South Jersey, South Carolina, Timothy, Thad, Sadie, Sally, Selma, that's different, Des, maybe Desiree, Desmond, Quentin, Fred, Felicity, Alex, Max, Kamala, Kaylee, Jerry, Jesse. That's what I've got for you guys. All right. If you're interested in personal reading, please email me. My email address is below. I will send you all the details and you can decide if you want one or not. Until our energy crosses again, I'm wishing you much peace, love, and happiness. Bye-bye.